one of our projects that we're doing in the Web3 space. So before that, a little bit about myself. I came to Japan and started to work in Japan since 2009. And the first IT company that I worked for is the largest IT company in Vietnam. And I was in charge of I was in their sales and business development department, in charge of Japanese manufacturing companies. And by 2017, I got the first opportunity in the Web3 space from one of my Japanese customers who wanted to develop an ICO. And he needed blockchain engineering services. And that became my first opportunity, first project for me to establish eCoils, as you can see here, my startup in the Web3 space. So E stands for engineering, and Koios is the Greek god of intelligence. So it wants to focus on advanced technology, including blockchain and AI. And ever since, we've been working with a lot of startups, as well as some enterprises, especially now that, as you see, the Japanese government is very supportive of the Web3 space. We see some actions from large companies, including in both entertainment, FinTech, and some other areas as well. So we provide, for example, like the blockchain research and analysis consultancy services, and then products development, especially with blockchain. Since 2017, we have delivered over 200 projects along the Web3 trend. So from ICO to IDO, we developed layer 1 blockchain, layer 2. We did some, for example, like the subchain for Polkadot. We developed centralized exchange, decentralized exchange, e-wallets, and then now the NFT trend. We developed a lot of NFT marketplaces, NFT launchpads, minting systems, and so on. So we have 200 people in Hanoi, the capital of Vietnam, providing such services. And some of our customers, as you can see here, a lot of NFT art and assets in Japan. Early was also a company in Japan. We serve 50% Japanese companies, and then the rest from US, Singapore, a portion from Europe as well. And then beside the services, we have, I will have to close this, we have a product arm, because with our 5 years of experience developing products for Web3 startups, we have accumulated a certain amount of experience. So we build a few white label solutions to help startup build their ecosystem quickly, more efficiently, save time and cost, and make sure that their products run smoothly so they can build trust among their community as well as investors. And one of the products that I am going to introduce today to you called NFTify.
Build, sell, and grow your NFT business your way with NFTify. Set up your own NFT marketplace on multiple chains without having to code or worry about performance, leaving you with more time to focus on your awesome NFTs. Create unlimited smart contracts and NFTs to sell however you want, and let customers pay both in fiat and crypto. Then drive traffic and sales with advanced marketing tools. Have complete control over your store's design, revenue, and operations inside a single dashboard. All effortless, but limitless. Thousands of brands have launched their NFT marketplaces with NFTify. Create your free store today.
So NFTify is stands for the Shopify for the NFTs. And the reason that we came up with this idea was around the end of 2020, early 2021, we got a lot of requests to build NFT marketplace. And we actually developed and delivered about 4 or 5 of them. But we kept receiving more requests from all around the world. And we started to think if we can find a solution to help startups and businesses experiment with NFT ideas faster because they have a few problems. There's a lot of difficulties in building an NFT marketplace that I'd like to. So early 2021, we started to think of that solution, and we thought that if we can find a way to help startups and businesses to save time, as well as to get rid of the difficulties in finding blockchain engineer to work on the ideas, we came up with NFTify. So some of the market challenges that we tried to solve at the time, I think that the most famous marketplace, and even nowadays, is OpenSea. But the problem with OpenSea is that you can sell, you can transact on the marketplace. However, you cannot build your own brand, right? And then amongst millions of NFTs, your NFTs will get lost because if you're outside of your community, people don't know about you, they can't find you. So we want to allow small businesses to build their own brand and be able to do marketing and integrate a lot of different tools to build it as a business on NFTify. So that's the first challenge that we wanted to solve. And the second one is the technical barriers. Because blockchain is still a very new technology. It's very hard to find a blockchain engineering team, a capable one, let alone a trustworthy one. Even nowadays, a lot of startups, they try to learn blockchain technology by themselves and then build a product by themselves. And a lot of time, we do talk to startups and say, hey, we have built this product, but it's not working. Can you rebuild it for us? So that's the second challenge that we want to solve. And the third one is the time and cost to build an NFT marketplace. A typical simple one, I would say that it would take at least 4 months to build, including from design, development to test the product and make sure that it runs, to roll it out. And then it will cost at least a decent product, 70,000 US dollars, right? And it's not easy for small businesses. Small businesses and even like bigger companies to invest such amount of money when they don't know if NFT is a real thing and what they're going to do with it, if it's going to become a real business or not. So that's the third one that we wanted to solve. So in the product, we started the project in April 2021, and ever since we have rolled out a lot of different features, including a no-code. So simply put, is a no-code platform to allow anyone to build an NFT marketplace without coding, right? However, we have different features in here, including different wallet integration. So you can use MetaMask, you can use Wallet Connect, you can use different wallets here. We have KYC features for business to do that in countries that require KYC. We have crypto payment, we have credit card payment, fiat payment, especially when more and more businesses come to the NFT space and require that so that their buyers can do transaction more easily. We have branding feature, which is super important. to allow them to customize the theme, customize all the logo, the IP domain, how they want to organize their website, the front page. Yes. And we have promotion, we have integrated marketing tools, Google Analytics, Facebook Pixel, so that people can run it as a business and know what the customers are buying into, the transaction volume and all the information about the buyers. We use different blockchain so that everyone, including supporters for Ethereum or Binance Smart Chain or Polygon, and with the Japanese market, we do also support Cardano because Cardano is quite active in Japan, and we try to integrate all the major ones so that people have choice, and it's really easy because you can have one account and create multiple marketplaces on different chains. There's no limit in that. And we have email marketing tools too, so that you can do email marketing campaign from the marketplaces built on NFTify. So we have 3 components in in NFTify. The first one is to build. It's codeless, as you can see. This really very simple. People create it with an email address to create an account on us and just follow the template. It's kind of like Wix to build a website for you to easy to imagine. However, we do have a lot more features to make it a complete marketplace, including all the features as you see: store creation, multi-chain support, NFT collection creation, bulk upload that allows people to upload thousands of NFT at the same time instead of creating one by one. People can import NFT collections from other platforms. For example, you have sold NFT on OpenSea, and you see that it can become a real business. And then you say, okay, now I want to build my own brand, right? I want people to be able to find me. Instead of just selling, for example, physical item on eBay or Amazon, now you want to have your own brand. Then you come to NFTify to build that. And instead of creating NFT one by one from the beginning, you can import all that through the smart contract on other platforms to NFTify. Custom domain, advanced theme customization, multiple language support. Currently, we're supporting English and Japanese. Store transfer, because we have over 25 users right now, and a lot of them are not NFT business owners. They kind of like the Shopify now. There's a lot of surrounding third party, right? Like, oh, okay, my name is David, right? And I know Chris. Chris is an NFT artist, and he wants to create his own NFT brand, but he doesn't want to deal with this work, right? So I do that for him, kind of like that. So I will allow, David will build that, and David will be able to transfer that store ownership to Chris. And then the second component in NFTify is to sell. So we do have a lot of different selling methods: instant sale, make offer, time auction, all types of auction, and different features for different industries. For example, you can see the mystery box is very popular among Web3 gaming projects, right? You want to sell something that mysterious to the buyers, to the community, so that they don't know what it is until they open the box, so that project owners can build the hype. Or we have the whitelisting feature too, so you don't have to do that on an Excel sheet. You can allow people to register first to measure the interest level of your community to your project before launching it. And then the third one, I think, is also a very important one, you now have a marketplace, you now have your NFT, you're now able to sell, but you need to grow your business, right? So we also have a lot of integrated tools to help projects grow their business. Google Analytics, Facebook Pixel, tag manager integration, email marketing, store blog, so that they can do marketing, PR activities directly from NFTify. This is to compare how advanced and feature-rich NFTify is to our competitors. So you can see that we have a lot more features. Yeah. And this is a product that we built mostly from, not mostly, but completely from scratch, and before anyone else. That's why, you know, a lot of the features here we are the first to build, because we hear the feedback from our users, the actual sellers, that hey, you know, we need this feature to be able to sell more. For example, we have worked with, here you can see CoinDesk. In 2021, CoinDesk, they organized a consensus event, as most of you here probably know of, in Austin, Texas. And they estimated that around 22,000 people will attend the event. So they wanted to experiment with the idea of issuing an NFT and then let the attendees use that in different events at consensus to see how and what they really engage in, and maybe use that in future activities. So they needed an NFT marketplace, and I got an email from Luke, who was in charge of that project at consensus, that he was searching for a solution, and he couldn't even find something that close to what NFTify is offering. So we helped them build CoinDesk, but then he said that a lot of the attendees or the people haven't had the experience transacting with cryptocurrency, right? So they don't even have cryptocurrency to, even if the NFTs are free, they don't have cryptocurrency to pay for the gas transaction, because it's something that, you know, at the time or even now, people will have to pay for every transaction on the blockchain. So he said, hey, can you solve that problem, right? So that people without any cryptocurrency at all can still purchase or receive the NFTs and do transactions. So we found a partner to solve that problem for them. So that's one of the examples of, you know, how we build new features to really serve the demand of our users. Back a little bit to, this is also one of the services that we rolled out to help our users build their NFT marketplaces better, even though it takes only a few minutes really for you to build an NFT marketplace from zero. And depends on the level of customization, right? It can take more, but then some really, like, they want a very high level of customization of design, and it can take some time. So we roll out the concierge service to provide them with such service as well. And so far, as you can see here, we have over 18 million of transaction volume on our platform from over 25 registered businesses, and of which I think the latest number of the monthly active users is over 5,000. And we're the recipient of the Economy Dow Grant, the Cardinal Fund 8, and bronze winner of the Steve Award for no-code and low-code platform. We have 52,000 followers on Twitter, 17,000 on Telegram, and 20,000 organic email subscribers. Yeah, and besides CoinDesk, as you can see here, Heftyverse is one of the largest entertainment in India. They launched the first movie NFT project on NFTify. We have GeoGen, is a music agency in Beverly Hills, and they launched Mariah Carey NFT on NFTify as well. And besides this, we do have a lot of interesting use cases in the NFT space, including, for example, real estate. We have projects from Malaysia, from the US that use the fractionalization element of the NFT to attract small investors into the real estate investment space. We have some politicians raise fund with NFTs using our platform. Yes, so a lot of different industries, people from all walks of life really using our platform. And one time it was really exciting and interesting for me to see that, because every day I see different new cases. Yeah. This is some of the notable projects that I just mentioned. And I think that our users, they really value us in, first of all, how easy it is to use. It's just a template, even though it allows you to do a lot of different things, but it's really easy to use. And our team is very responsive to the request, especially when it's a new product in a completely new market. There's a lot of new requests every day. And it helps small businesses and new businesses to test some ideas without having to invest too much. And actually now we haven't charged anything yet, but the transaction fee for the successful transaction. So if you don't sell, you don't have to pay, which makes it really easy for business to start with. Yep. Thank you.